Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find something both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to feel pain or discomfort because you sat in a strange way during the practice. It could just be an unnecessary distraction. So you want to find something comfortable. You also want to find a sense of stability because it gives us a sense of groundedness, something where we are here to stay. Like we're not about to go get up and do something else. We're here to stay for no reason at all. Not in order to get somewhere, but to just be here. So finding a stable position really helps with that attitude, essentially. Sitting in a chair can work. Of course, sitting in a formal meditation posture works. You can even lie down. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But of course, if you have learned to practice with your eyes closed or you feel more comfortable doing so, go ahead and do that. There are no hindrances here. But if your eyes are open, go ahead and leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe glancing at the floor, maybe the desk, something or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, and we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open. Gaze clearly and softly down. Just this. This is it. And of course, notice how you feel. Because most of the time, we are in staunch rejection to this moment, wishing things would be another way, hoping that things would change. But if we live this way, we're always unsatisfied because the constant urge to seek something else, to change something, this urge is never quenched. It's a thirst that never goes away. And so we feel that things should be differently than they are, and they're not. We want things, but we can't have them. This is why we suffer in a lot of ways. So notice this now. Maybe you're irritated about something going on. Maybe it's the way my voice sounds, or There's a sound in the room around you, or maybe your body hurts or something itches, whatever. Just notice this kind of rejection. But our urge or our tendency to resist this moment isn't our own. It's not you that doesn't want this moment, it's thinking that doesn't. Thinking wants things to be differently. It doesn't accept the way things are. So, with practice, we're not shutting off these thoughts of rejection, we're simply leaving them alone by directing our attention to something else, something otherly present. And that, of course, is the coming and going sensations of the breath. So find the breath wherever you feel it the most, and just rest your attention with it, noticing the rising and falling of breathing. We leave thoughts alone. Are you on the in breath or the out breath right now? And if you don't know, you probably were lost in thinking, planning something and worrying about something else. But this is okay. This is not a failure. When you notice that you're lost in thoughts, just gently return to the breath. Not forcing, not focusing, just a gentle return. The rising and falling of breathing. And we're just going to leave this thought alone as well and return to the breath, rising and falling. Come back. Return to the breath. Remember that thoughts don't have to be quiet for us to notice the breath. In fact, we allow thinking to just come and go as it pleases. We notice the breath as thinking happens. It doesn't need to shut off. Let it run. Let thinking think what it wants to. Remain with breathing, rising and falling. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. What notices thinking? What notices the breath? These are not questions for your thoughts to be answered. These are pointers. What hears this voice? What are thoughts talking to? Turn the attention back. Is there actually something to be seen? What do you discover? Leave the thought alone. What is it that gets lost in the thought? We call it I, but is it real? Is there actually an I, a first person perspective with a story? The ghost in the machine, is that real? When you leave thinking alone and look, notice how there's nothing to see. There's only this. The I and the me. Where does it exist? Is there any room for it here and now? This is it. Notice sounds, for example. Is there a hearer of sounds? Or is there only sound? Leave this false I, me, this false center alone, and completely rest here and now. All right. You can look at the screen. There's this old cartoon. I can't remember where I saw it. In fact, I think it was Eckhart Tolle who talked about it. But anyway, there's this old cartoon where it's a bunch of people protesting in a city. And the city, basically, the way they drew the city in the background is that it's all these vertical lines. So everything's just this vertical, vertical, vertical. All the signs in the city are like vertical lines. Nothing, no like real language, just vertical. And the protesters are holding their signs and they're horizontal. The signs are like, we want horizontal. Uh, it's really funny because it's like it doesn't matter what it is, what's happening, what's going on. The mind seems to just want something else. It's always seeking other. Rare is it for your mind to be absolutely content with the way things are. It's always looking to get something else out of things, trying to squeeze the universe to its submission. It doesn't work. And a lot of pain can be, let's say, avoided if we just accept the way things are. If we stop trying to always change. Like, it's okay to change your circumstances. It's okay to, work at something and get somewhere. That's okay. But if you're finding your value and your self-worth in what you're going to do in life and what you're going to achieve, that happiness and value is going to change because those things change. If you place your well-being in the changingness of the world, your well-being changes. But if you notice this moment, the way things are here, right now, not tomorrow's moment, not in 5 minutes moment, this one, the only moment, here, how does it change? By accepting this moment, you're accepting the way things are. You cease to worry about the future because you're here and now. You cease to ruminate about the past because you're here and now. This moment is what it is. This is it. Don't wait for some spiritual goodie or some goodie at the end of your life. It's a wasted time. As Alan Watts says, you can't live at all unless you can live fully now. And he said that in the 50s. Thank you for showing up today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.